Hello, welcome back to the We Are City channel, to our Manchester City career mode here on FC26 in Season 4, where Vincent Kompany has taken over this City side and started pretty well with some big wins already at the start of his career at Manchester City. 2 cup wins, 2 finals that he's won already. Today's episode, we're going to get through the January transfer window. I don't think there's going to be many moves happening and so on. It's going to be Coventry at home we're going to simulate, Newcastle away we're going to play. We're going to simulate Palace at home. We're going to play Liverpool away, simulate Brentford at home, and play the away game against Brighton as well. So lots of away games in today's episode. Only 3 games played, a few simulated, and also making up transfer deadline day, where we may look to bring in some young players for the future. We always try to bring in 2. We haven't brought any at this stage, and I don't think so anyway. We'll have a look at who we could bring in as a young player for the future in this side. Well, I totally forgot that we brought in Noah Fernandes and Neistad there. How did I forget that? I don't know. Both those came in. They were the players they're looking to bring in. They are already at the club, and I think the squad is pretty much settled how it looks right now. Well, some of the transfers around world football. You got Noni Madueke leaving Arsenal to join Bologna. Other moves in the transfer market. Any big moves really from teams? I don't think so. Omar Amouche, of course, has been doing really well at Barcelona since he's joined. Alberto Moreno has moved to RB Leipzig. Any other big moves? I don't think so. I mean, the big moves have all been happening in the market. Coventry, the game, Turkey is man of the match, but City do drop points to the 1-1 draw at home against a newly promoted side. No wins yet for Vincent Kompany's side in the Premier League, with 2 draws from the opening 2. And this is time we go with away at St James's Park to Newcastle. So it's Haaland, Nusa and Vinicius Jr. the front 3, with Shirky in behind. Rodri and Anderson hold the midfield 2, with El Hilali, Diomande, Vardiol and Nuri the back 4. In goal starts Bart Verbruggen. On the bench you've got Sangare, Caritho, Foden, Mukasa, Lekeba, Kuselov, Udogi, O'Reilly and Soares as well. So here we go at St James's Park, Manchester City versus Newcastle. Vincent Kompany looking for his first win as a Premier League manager at Manchester City, with the 2 games in the opening games of the season against Chelsea away, a 0-0 draw, Coventry at home, a 1-1 draw. City yet to get the 3 points. Today is going to be something different, we hope. With the side we put out there against a very good Newcastle side, who you have to remember in the first season of this career mode, they were the side fighting with us for the top of that Premier League table. In the end we came out on top, but they were in and around us. This is the Newcastle side. They start with the front 3 of Voltemade, Anthony Gordon and Nicholas Elkland. It is Guimaraes, Joelinton and Tonali in that midfield 3. Mario Jr., Malik Chow, Botman and Javi Rodriguez, the back 4, with James Trafford, former Manchester City man, between the sticks in goal. On the bench they've got David Schürrle, Akram Afif, Mark Gui, Harvey Barnes, Jose Carmona, Johan Visser, Jacob Ramsey, Javi Perez and also Nick Pope. It's a decent Newcastle side. He finds Antonio Nusa in behind here, who prefers to play off the left, but he's off the right today, Nusa. Rodri Anderson. On to Vinicius Jr., who just couldn't quite catch it into the hands of James Trafford. I think he probably should be scoring there, Vinny. Good play by Nusa. Into Shirky again. White to Nusa again. Here is the Norwegian. Nusa. In towards Erling Haaland, and Malik Chow deals with it. He'll alley back down towards Anderson, but a good start now from City. They've woke up a little bit. Anderson. Vinny. In towards Nuri. In towards Erling Haaland with a header into the hands of James Trafford. Oh, and Haaland's gone down injured. Tend to be not ones that they can run off or not be that serious anyway. Elkland against Nuri, well played. Back to Bart Verbruggen. Oh, Verbruggen. Big mistake. Joelinton lifts it. 1-0 Newcastle, and City have started terribly here. Bart Verbruggen plays it straight into the path of Joelinton. And City are punished by 1-0 Newcastle lead. Rodri, Shirky. Rodri. El Hilali. Nusa. Into the box to Shirky, and a good save by James Trafford. Most of the game, City have made mistakes today. Joelinton, Nuri cuts it out. Into Shirky. Going to be quite aggressive on the attack and the counter it. Vinicius. Vinicius Jr! What a goal that is, 1-1. First bit of quality, and he scores his first goal this season. Been lacking quality in today's game. And Vinny goes and brings it past the fullback, Javi Rodriguez. And that is a really nice finish. Right, Chow. Rodri chases. Gordon. Back he goes. Like another draw on course for Manchester City a little bit here. The ball in behind towards Guimaraes. Diomande across. El Hilal with a good challenge. Diomande away. City back to Verbruggen, who's in trouble again here. Back to Phil Foden. Anderson. Rodri. El Hilali, Rodri. City can't break through this opposition side. Rodri. Shaqiri. El Hilali on the overlap here. Lifts one in. Phil Foden on the volley! What a goal by Phil Foden. 2-1 Manchester City. Lovely lift in by Omar El Hilali. And Phil Foden with a spectacular volley to give us the lead. Special from Phil Foden. What a ball in by El Hilali. Look at this from Foden. On the volley. That is special. Wide to Destiny, a doggy here. Trouble for the opposition, a doggy. Sangare at the near post. What a save by Trafford to lift that one up and over the bar. City make the substitutions. Shaky Caritho. Vardy for Lukeba. Corner ball here. In. Lukeba off the bench. Chance. Vinny. Just head it down to Rodri. Ramsey takes it down. Newcastle could get this ball forward here and cause us problems. Voltemade. Away from Rodri. Voltemade, referee, played 2 minutes now, full-time goes. Our first win of the Premier League season. We're looking for Erling Haaland, will only be out for 5 days. It's not a long-term injury, he might just miss the next one. Harrison Miles will be moving to La Liga to play a 12-month loan at Espanyol, good for his development. With his transfer deadline day, I'm not expecting any moves from Manchester City in the market at all. Arsenal looking to try and bring in Ekitike from Liverpool, one of the best players in the Premier League, would be crazy. You can see the top deals so far, Costa to Genoa, Barry to Midtjylland, and Vargas moving to Monza. But I don't think there's going to be any moves from us in this market at all. Well, a crazy deal on deadline day is that Ugo Ekitike has moved from Liverpool to Arsenal for 132 million euros. I think that is cheap. I actually think that is pretty cheap if you ask me. I mean, some of the biggest deals to go through. 3 away from Manchester City. Rangers to PSG. Donnarumma to Bayern. Ekitike to Arsenal. I mean, Savinho to Spurs. Well, we have made some money this summer. We have made some big money for the future. If we ever want to make a massive signing, we've got the funds. Hendrick to Leipzig, 172 million euros. Wow, the transfer market has been massive. United signed Rafinha for 133 as well. What a transfer window for... How many deals over 100 million? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Moise Kean, 10. Davis, 11. And of course, Nico Gonzalez, 12. Crazy amount of deals over 100 million there. Well, Oscar Piazwowski has not been happy at Manchester City, and he's going to make a permanent move to Midtjylland for 4.7 million euros. So 1 hour on deadline day, some massive transfers in this window. The teams of the Premier League have certainly got stronger. And we did plan to initially simulate the game against Crystal Palace home. They currently sit top of that Premier League table. The top of the table, playing against the team above us, we should play them. Interested of Coventry up there as well with a draw against us. Arsenal, Bournemouth and Chelsea there as well. But yeah, Palace at home, we're going to play it. So this time we're going against Crystal Palace today. Pep Guardiola's side different now as Vincent Kompany comes in and switches things up. And we are going to play a false 9 again today. But today, with Haaland being just returning from injury, I don't want to risk him too much. Vinicius Jr. is going to go up top with Foden on the right, Newcastle on the left, and Shaqiri through the middle. Liverento comes back into that back line. It's still Vardy on Diomande, partner in the back. Lukeba and Kusanov on the bench. Strong City side once again. If Naipan is there as well. Let's get those 3 points against top of the table. The Crystal Palace side will face off again today. Ajin is in the front line with Raksakai and €100 million man Moise Kean through the middle. It's Hayden Hackney and Adam Ward in the midfield too. Wharton still there. Sosa, up Meccano, wow. Current Manchester City man Mark Gay, Maxence Lacroix and Tatiano Santos the back 5 with Walter Benitez in goal. They've got Riyad, Decore and Ketia, Issa, Richards, Mateta, Jack Grealish, another former City man, Paletta and Musso on the bench. Diomande. Rodri. Aït-Nouri. Foden. Oh, what a ball, Aït-Nouri. Vinicius Jr. good block. Foden back across. Rodri. Rodri! Oh. Puts it wide. I thought he'd scored there. I was certain he'd scored there. Nusa. Anderson. Aït-Nouri on towards Nusa. Anderson. Rodri. It's Rodri again! This time Rodri makes no mistake. With the controller running out of charge, that doesn't matter. Rodri goes and nestles one in the top corner as the club captain. He's first of the scene. Had a chance before that on the edge of the box, which Crystal Palace didn't read. This time he takes it again. 94 long shots. And he puts that in the top corner. What a finish that is from Rodri, the captain. Cleared away. Anderson. Right, Newry. Back to Anderson. Rodri again. Vinicius Jr. Good save on the keeper. Bono Sosa back to Benitez. Oh, he scored anyway. 2-0. What a mistake by Walter Benitez. Vinny celebrates it as if it's his own. He's got what? 2 goals so far in today's episode. I don't think we'll count that one as a goal for him. I think it'll go down as an own goal. Striker Benitez. Sosa pass it back to under pressure. Oh, miscontrol by Walter Benitez. That's embarrassing. Shirky brilliant. Shirky in, and good defending by Mark Gay again, who's been the best player at their back probably for Palace defensively. Wharton. Newry, wonderful interception. He counted the second time though. And City open up Raxakai. Diomande's there. Wharton. Moise Keane. Wrong side is Vardy. What a finish by Keane. Verbruggen beats him. 3rd goal of the season for Moise Keane. It's a wonderful finish into the roof of the net. But Vardy there, not the best defending. Half-time, Palace pulled one back and back in it at 2-1 again. No clean sheet for City. He's Adjian. Missing Semenyo, really, aren't we? We're going to miss him for quite a lot of the season. Diomande good defending, but Rodri's poor. Foden, that's great work from Phil Foden. And he wants Noosa to get run here. And here is the Norwegian Noosa. In towards Vinicius Jr. And Vinny here! Oh, saved by Walter Benitez, should score. Big switch of play. Santos. I'm thinking Shirky off that right hand side. And then Wharton. Falling behind. To Sarr. Defending by Newry. Diomande back to Verbruggen! Oh, what is Livramento doing? Still a chance. Verbruggen makes a save. We're absolutely all over the place, the back. Absolutely all over the place. Take his time. Looking to play it out from the back. Trying to get the opposition to press us. And play through them. Lacaba. Walter Haaland, well played out Newry. Nicely done by City. This is great football. This is great football. Anderson. Livramento. Foden. Foden! What a goal that is for Manchester City 3-1. What a goal. That is the sort of goal we want to score. It really is. That's the sort of goal we're looking to create in this team. Confidently playing it out from the back. Drawing the opposition onto us and then hitting in behind. And we do it so well there. Livramento with the assist. Foden with the finish. Past Benitez. Towards Lacaba. Diomande. Haaland, who makes things stick. Haaland, and then he's on towards Mikasa. White to Caritho. And back onto Mikasa. And Rodri. And O'Reilly. And Haaland. And Vinicius Jr. That is an incredible goal for Manchester City. Truly incredible goal for Manchester City. Playing exactly the way we want to play. That is the way we want to play this season. That sort of football. We couldn't do it with Donnarumma in goal. We couldn't do it over the past few seasons, but we can do it now. And that is beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Vinny finished it off for 4-1. What a goal. Final kick of the game. City 4, Crystal Palace 1. We beat top of the table with a spectacular goal. Well, the calendar's changed a little bit now because FA Cup games have been drawn, Champions League games have been drawn, so what we expected to play in today's episode is going to change up. Our Champions League draw is PSV, Dortmund, Benfica, and then Monaco home. And away we've got Atletico Madrid, Napoli, Dynamo Zagreb, and Dynamo Kiev as well. So some not so bad games. So it does mean today's episode is going to switch up slightly. We simulate the PSV game, we're going to play a Liverpool game, we're going to play the Preston game and end the episode with a simulation against Brentford at home. That is the final 4 games of today's episode. We rotate the side very heavily going into this one because we do have Liverpool in just 2 days' time. It's a 3-1 defeat for Manchester City. Seven Naipan gets himself sent off and he's Champions League debut. Sangare does score, but it's Van Bommel and Holsek that get PSV a 3-1 win and get City off to a very bad start in the UEFA Champions League under Vincent Kompany. So next we go away to Anfield to face Liverpool, or maybe it's away to Anfield, isn't it, to face them. We're going to try and play some of our best stuff, the stuff that we saw in that game against Crystal Palace, especially the latter second half, as the 2 goals. So we're Bruggen starting goal. It's Livramento, Diomande, Lukeba, and Newry City's back 4. In fact, I'm going to bring a doggy in today. Or am I? No, Newry's going to stay in there. He's been fantastic. Rodri, the captain, alongside Anderson in midfield 2, with Foden in front. It's Vinny on the left, Shirky on the right, and Haaland through the middle. On the bench, you've got a lot of defenders, a lot of the forward players are tired. So Newsom, Mukasa, Naipan, and Vardiol are O'Reilly there. It's Vardiol, Kusanov, Udogi, and El Hilali there as well. We need to play the sort of stuff we played in that second half against Crystal Palace. Be confident, be bold, play it out from the back. Liverpool, one of the superstar teams last season. They were very, very good, but they couldn't stop us winning that Premier League title. Ugo Ekitike has been their standout man and the superstar in the team. However, they've sold him to Arsenal and only got him brought in Kylian Mbappe. Crazy stuff from Liverpool in the transfer market, and Mbappe, I'm sure, will start today. So Liverpool starting a 3-4 or 3-2-4 formation. Mbappe up top with Anderson, with Wirtz and Elliott in behind. It's Ferran Torres and Diaby in the wide areas with Szoboszlai, McAllister midfield 2. Gomez, Emily Tout and Paul Kubas in the back 3 with Maradashvili in goal. Leone, Salah, Bajcetic, Jones, Van Dijk, Isak, Gravenberch, Van den Broek, and Freddie Woodman on the bench. He came in, Van den Broek, for around 109 million this summer. Isak on the bench, and look at Van Dijk, only 80 rated. Salah only 82 rated. They have definitely come down, but still stayed at Liverpool. Feels like ages ago, that tackle. Wirtz. Anderson well played against Mbappe. Oh, he's lost out though physically there. Second time I've asked him. And then Livramento takes it into Shirky. Foden. Oh, back onto Shirky. Trouble for Liverpool. Shirky into Haaland here. Erling. Haaland! 1-0 Manchester City at Anfield. Mistake by Liverpool. Pounced upon. And that is his first goal of the season in 5 games, Erling Haaland. Not what we expected from him. Shirky with the assist. Holds off. I think that is Kubasi. Wirtz again. Anderson's there. Wirtz away from him. Back to Mbappe. Saved by Verbruggen. Brilliant goalkeeping. Mbappe standing between our centre-backs here. In the hope that he creates a problem for us. They're both very confident on the ball. Foden. What a flick! Erling Haaland for 2. What a flick by Phil Foden. Wow. 2-0. Fantastic play. What a goal. This flick by Foden is special. What a touch. Past Eden Militao. And Haaland's through on goal for 2. Brilliant play by Phil Foden. Puts it in a place so Maradashvili's not getting there because we know he can do. Rodri. There's Livramento with his space. Shirky. Foden. Livramento. Into Haaland. McAllister away. Long to Mbappe. Won by Diomande down to Newry. 62 minutes on the clock here. Liverpool have got a lot to do yet. Ryan Wirtz. I think Newry can't stop him. Wirtz the ball in here. Chance for Ferran Torres. What a save by Bart Verbruggen. What a save. You have to say, Verbruggen has been class. Alright, Newry. Mbappe! There you go, 2-1. Newry! What are you doing? Wide. Diomande, brilliant defending. Cleared away to Shirky. Counter City. Shirky through the middle to Phil Foden. And here's Foden. He's been spectacular today again. Phil Foden! 3-1 Manchester City. An assist for Ryan Shirky off that right-hand side. And City go and maybe kill off the game there with Phil Foden, who's been brilliant today. It's the doggy across the far post. Bart Verbruggen. Goalkeeping again. And the Dutchman. He lifts it into Shirky. And he knows that's full time. A 3-1 win at Anfield. A really good performance from Vincent Kompany's Manchester City. And I'm very, very impressed by that. Well, for a bit of gameplay in today's episode is going to be some Carabao Cup action, a chance to see some of our rotated players, our younger players in the team, as we go away to face Preston North End in round 3. This is time for Preston North End today. It's going to be a debut for Soz in goal. We've got El Hilali Kusanov, Neistad also making his debut, and a doggy the back 4. Naipan alongside captain Nico Wright in the midfield 2, Newcastle in front. Carith on the right, Noose on the left, and Sangare through the middle. I mentioned we've got Haaland, Vinny Jr., Noah Fernandez, Shaki, Vardiel, Diomande, Livramento Anderson, and Jack Wint. The Manchester City versus Preston North End. A chance for these younger players to impress in the Carabao Cup, get their chance to grasp a chance of being in Vincent Kompany's team. Underway here, Preston North End against Manchester City. And this should be a good game. I mean, a doggy chance to impress. Neistad, number 33, young defender in there today. Got knocked out earlier in the Carabao Cup last time out. Fairly, you'd say. Oh, his manager, good play. Soares comes out, good save of the goalkeeper. Throws his legs at it. It's an unorthodox sort of save, but that doesn't matter. A header here off the line by O'Reilly. Noosa in there. And here is El Hilali at counter City. Noosa. Inside he goes, Noosa. And towards El Hilali. Right to Caritho. Maya Caritho! What a goal that is from the young Argentinian. Well, given his chance this season and this Manchester City side, the injury to Antoine Semenyo is going to play more football than perhaps he expected. And that's a wonderful finish from him. Really nice finish from Margaret though. Skips inside and puts it into the far post. Need to be. Near Small. Running a doggy Sog on the wrong side of him here. Oh, great recovery by Destiny Doggy though in towards Noosa. Casa. On towards Antonio Noosa here. He's away with the pace. Noosa. Sangare! There you go. I think that's his first City goal of the season. 2-0. Lovely skill by Noosa. Sangare, who scored, I think, 14, 15 goals in the Premier League last year for Everton on loan. Definitely ready to make the step up to the Manchester City first team. Back up to Erling Haaland. Noosa, great skill, that is. What a finish by Sangare across the goalkeeper into an empty net. Noosa. Sangare. Mikasa. Into Antonio Noosa. His big trouble for the opposition here, Noosa. Noosa, great feet. Antonio Noosa, what a goal that is off the left-hand side. He's looking like a special footballer as well. Antonio Noosa makes it 3-0. Well, a player that Vincent Kompany had admired in the Bundesliga for seasons while in charge of Bayern Munich. Look at this skill. Gets onto that right foot. Another Norwegian in that City team. There's Macic. Wide they go. Valentin. Chance for the opposition here to score. And Hilali back. Across the far post. The doggy's in there! Oh. Flying header by Small just wide of the post. Oh, he's lost the ball there. And Noah Fernandez will come on now, the youngster, young Belgian, for his debut. Hopefully it's a good debut. Number 31. Well done, El Hilali. Keep that in. Well played. Oh, what's he doing? Cancel the cross. So he comes out and he's headed away by Neistad. Good play. There they go. 2 added minutes, 10 seconds remain in this one. Thierry Small. O'Reilly stops the cross. The doggy's stumbling. He blocks it. He can't do. Headed away by Neistad again. Mikasa on towards Noosa. And that is full time. A 3-0 win. Chance those young players to play. Fun game episode of Manchester City get a simulation 3-2 win against Brentford. Shirky opened the scoring. Haaland doubles the lead. Fresneda from fullback or wingback for them starting to pull the goals back. But it's Rodri who makes it 3-1. The goal that makes it 3-2 makes it a bit of a shaky last 10 minutes or so. Ratings wise, City look fantastic. Haaland an 8.6 rating and Shirky with an 8.1. And City's bench obviously pays off the bench enough to do what we need at right back. Ryan McKay returns to the side as well. He was on the bench today and he will be a part of the City side for this season.